right, everybody, welcome once more. As we're getting the point in the chat there too.
The golf ball is a D100, Joe.
Oh dear.
The power of the
My
golf
brain's
ball. I have it, you know.
My brain's not away.
I can show it. I can show it in the window there. I have a golf ball. Someone asked for a chat, they get the golf ball. You know, it's an easy one to roll.
Don't sound so threatening.
I love this thing, and I'm glad I bought it like many years ago at a PAX.
Oh, I have one too.
Yeah.
Shockingly, it's the only die
never-
I do not have.
I never got one because it's just such a
I
pointless
just
die.
roll percentile.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just
I
like
do too.
I just like to go
own one. I just
golf ball.
I own a
the
D2.
I used,
aka
to,
a coin.
I used
32.
to have a 20-sided D10.
the problem with the golf ball is it just never stops rolling.
No, you have
Yeah,
you have to have something that
shit.
get caught in it. And that's my setup here. But hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Artifact Runners, our mission, the Frosty Job, as we are continuing our adventures within Lagos. We've had some very good results. I think we can sign to say it was some interesting weeks that we've definitely had here. Hopefully everybody has been enjoying them. But we'll be diving into what happened previously in a moment here, as I think I need everybody to roll me a d20, because we're going to do some character introductions here, as I have a prompt for everybody with a little bit of a reminder on top of it.
Why can I always roll the D20 here
Wow.
decently, but when I play Pathfinder, I can't roll above 3?
So it looks like our order will be Jessie, Momo, Wyrm, Joe.
I'm last again. Yay!
Cool.
Honestly deserved.
So again, I will kind
I'm
of
not
preface,
first finally.
because we haven't had a little bit of it, but not all of it. You can always like ask a few questions as you kind of deciding this as our scenario for it, because this one's the one that you maybe want to ask some things and help develop a little bit of a scenario here. Because my scenario to overcome for your character is you just tripped an alarm. Time to get out. So we turn over to Jessie to begin with. Introduce your character and maybe try to solve that scenario. How would Nox take care of that? That's the question.
Question. I'm playing
Punch the
not. Probably. That would have been one of my answers.
That one, there's like the book in Baldur's Gate 3 you could just punch open.
It's the book. How do you use it? Punch it open. I don't know if that'll. Nope. Punch it open. Don't worry about it.
I use my fist to break this arcane lock.
Oh, it's better than using your face.
Yeah, true. Probably I'm going to try and tear the alarm out of the wall. That would be the most direct and logical course of action.
Get some of the copper wiring too.
Yeah, true. Listen, I gotta eat tonight. I hear that stuff goes. I hear that stuff.
Copper wiring?
It's
No,
very
that's-
nutritious.
Sell copper wiring. Thank you.
No, I'm gonna sell the copper wiring. I'm going to eat the drywall.
When you sell enough, you can afford a rat burger.
True.
Jesse, you are a little quiet.
Am I? Hold on. Let me. How about now?
That's a little better. Yeah.
Okay. I had to put the mic right up to my mouth.
Yay!
Or it should
Sound
be.
fight with
Your
us.
gain.
Eat that mic.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Why don't we that's I think that's a good enough introduction to everything there. That sounds fine. So move it over to Momo with Naomi.
Hello, it's me, Momo. I'm playing Naomi. I guess my question is, what kind of room am I in?
Let's say some kind of office.
Okay. Is there any what kind of floor?
Probably some carpet. It's a nice office.
No, I mean, what floor am I on? You
Oh,
you degenerate.
No, there's no floor.
let's say the top floor of a big building. Why not?
Okay.
What kind of floor? It's a nice floor with carpet.
Oh no. Damn.
I actually did miss you. Well, the question was, I thought it was like flooring, not the actual floor.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I did too.
Christ. Oh my god. Okay.
This game's already up to a great start.
Oh, it's going so well already. So I guess what I would do,
Oh.
you know, the next logical thing, because the alarm's gone off. I don't have any cool hacking skill. I assume, I assume there's windows and there's
Mhm.
other buildings.
Mhm.
Well, the most logical thing is I'm gonna break one of the windows and use my cool grappling gun to just leave.
That sounds just cool. Like grapple out and just like, use it to like do like a cool like action hero thing out the window.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Probably involves some kind of roll that I fell and fall to my death.
Mhm. That's what Edward's for.
That is true.
Mhm.
I can't punch sound waves like Nox, so
Nox waves.
Okay. We turn over to Wyrm.
Yeah, I'm Wyrm, and I play Ari Sharpeye, a shifter hawk sniper. So what was the situation again?
Well, we've now established you're in some kind of a room. That's
with a nice
an
carpeting.
office. With nice
Let's
carpeting.
put it this way: I zoned out for the base question. What was it?
But you were here
But
for
I
the
got all the
cashmere.
details.
You just tripped an alarm. Time to get out.
Oh, okay.
I think you got the
It has
easiest
The
one.
floor is nicely carpeted.
Yeah, I mean,
The
it's
floor is
literally
really
just
nicely carpeted.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
there now happens to be an open window with a grappling hook.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just kind of
Well, since there's an open window,
pack
you don't
everything
need
neat,
the answer.
pack everything neatly, toss it out the window, and then turn into a bird.
Naturally.
As one does.
It's just like a pack of stuff flying by Naomi.
Yeah. Awkward. You're
I'll
in an
catch it
awkward
for you,
social
don't worry.
situation, so you just strip down and turn into a bird to fly away.
I mean,
Who amongst us hasn't?
Yeah, good point.
Bird?
It's like when
Yeah.
you get your food at Chili's and you tell the waitress, like, you too, when they say enjoy your food, so you just gotta turn into a bird and fuck
Oh,
off.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the other option is to kill
Oh.
yourself. So
True, yeah. Just change their life forever.
Oh.
It's like, sorry, man. Social faux pas.
Oh.
Wait, leave a tip first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm losing my life
I'd
savings
be
as a
so
tip
pissed.
due to my
If the
embarrass-
last words I hear before I kill myself is leave a tip. I'm bringing you with me. You're going straight to double hell right where I'm going.
All right, and we finally.
Honestly, if I don't need it, if the idea is just get out of suspicion of the alarm, the window's open. I could just be a bird, and it'd be like,
Yeah,
how'd
you're
this
gonna leave
bird
the
get in
carpet?
here? It must have been what tripped the alarm. Shoo.
Are you gonna take the carpet with you? It's a nice carpet. You don't want to leave that. I'm sure it'll sell just as well as the copper wire did.
yeah,
I think you'd have
true.
to take time and cut it up. I doubt it's just an area run.
Well, your kid didn't come with a carpet knife.
It's like,
Well, you don't just tear that shit off from the floor and like the tacks and everything. Just like yank it from beneath
The actual
the lining of the
feral
wall.
creature.
Maybe
Yeah,
if
like-
you were an orc
That's fair.
or a troll, yes.
or a
Oh,
troll, you know,
Or a troll.
well, I wasn't going to
I'll roll
lie,
strength plus body. I could rip the
But-
carpet straight out of the fucking floor.
but part of me was going to say you're probably in some kind of like manager's high rise. It probably is a really expensive carpet. So
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
we could probably sell it. Like, you might be able to somewhere, at least pieces of it. Not for a lot, but there are places that are like pawn shops that would probably buy shit like that for a little bit of money, not a lot. Oh, finally we turn to Joe. Joe, can you finish us out here today?
Yeah, I'm Joe. I'm playing Alucard, also known as Pause. Am I there, or is it one of my drones there?
You're there for whatever
I
reason.
think shit has to
What the hell
go
am I
really wrong
doing
if
with
Alucard is there. I feel like shit has to go really bad.
We needed you to hack security, and apparently you failed because you tripped the alarm.
I'm not the hacker.
I'm I'm like a sub hacker at best.
Maybe
best.
they need you to
Sorry,
break
We literally talked about this in discussing tabletop. He doesn't actually have the hack
Look,
skill.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You're the only one here who knows how to turn on a computer.
True.
You really are the only
No,
one that's
Ari knows how to
Actually
turn a
true.
computer on.
It just takes me
Eh.
20 minutes.
That's fair.
I was gonna say there is a possibility of if let's say you had to break something or break into something that was a little bit more technical,
Yeah, I
not computer.
I do actually have some stealth and thieving things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it could have been
Well,
like, you
there's
know,
a grappling hook out the window. I'll climb down because I'm a monkey man and I climb crazy well.
all right.
Thanks
just-
for the grappling hook.
I just imagine then you grappling hook out as you see Nox just casually walking outside as the alarm has stopped. It's like, it's fine, it's shut up.
Carrying copper wire and chewing on drywall.
Oh,
Officers, he did it.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Chewing on drywall.
Take him down.
so last time it was adventures in visiting a rich spot. That's the easiest way to summarize it. You headed to the bigger city in Nigeria, outside of Lagos, to basically go to the Oni's palace, which is kind of like the basically king of the Igbo, not Igbo, Yoruba.
Other guy, yeah, those ones.
Again, I almost for a second there got my mind switched for them. So effectively, what was going on is he was having previews for whatever's going to be sold there. And arriving there, you got to basically go in under Kayan's kind of check out people, look into what's there, kind of things like that. He basically let you go in his stead for things that were there. While you were there, you got to see there are basically 6 groups that seem to be there that are also vying for some of the artifacts, including a woman by the name of Catherine, who is with Samuel, and a couple individuals there. A doctor from Hong Kong who's known for things very similar to Cayenne. This interesting, very boastful African man who seems to be quite interesting. A group from Az Technology, and of course, a person who seems to be representing one of the great dragons. Which great dragon you're not 100% aware of. Again, this is outside of Frosty's knowledge. She was just found out that this guy seems to be connected with one of the great dragons. It also doesn't mean he's necessarily there for the great dragon overall. He could be there on something personal, but again, connections to a great dragon, that's a little bit of a, that's probably the one that's the most There's one that stands out because, like, Az Technology, they're just a company, but again, Az Technology is kind of assholes, so that also might be bad too.
Naturally.
You did get stared down by someone from Az Technology, so they might be a little hostile. Yeah, they might already be a little hostile. That's the thing is, Az Technology feels like they might be a little hostile. The dragon guy is not yet, so I mean that's why it's a different thing there. But basically, those were kind of the groups that seemed to be here at the entire event. You got to see the objects. You did confirm that Samuel, or Samael, or whatever his name is, I can never remember it. I put Samuel, but I think it's like Samriel.
It's not, Samuel's not elven enough, so.
Yeah, it's Samriel.
Samriel.
God damn you, Elvin. But Samriel was there and seems to be dealing with some of the people there. But the object that you were looking for wasn't there. But a map that was there was something very interesting. The Prairies map, which seemed to show Antarctica. And when Naomi, you looked at it, there was a lot of things that seemed to pop up on it magically when you kind of perceived it. So this was definitely a much more interesting artifact. And Frosty's employer was like, hey, can you get that for me? So now, switching gears. If you can get the map, the reward is going to be a lot more. You guys will get 10% of its price, and the going price for whatever happens at the auction. So, Frosty estimated $1 million. Could go for more. That would be
What if we
split.
got both?
Well, if you could find the other item, that'd be good. But you so far haven't found any evidence of it. Now, granted, you could acquire and capture Samriel, possibly, but he seems to be in with some kind of group that actually might have him a little bit more protected. It screams that if he is staying somewhere, it might be something like the Lagos Island, which is a little bit more corporate and a little bit more better defended.
Yeah. I was
Very
just curious. It's
expensive.
like, do we get a bonus if we get both?
I do have to right a single wrong from last week. When learning about the map, I forgot to roll this. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm not mega obsessed over the map. I didn't roll it.
that.
No, I
I
didn't.
thought you did.
Mhm.
You rolled about another thing then, I
I
guess.
rolled some other stuff.
Anyway,
Every time he heard someone's secret, he rolled about it.
Yeah, I have to. Whenever I hear cool secrets, I have to roll that, or I become obsessed with the secret. But only if it's a cool secret.
I'll be right back. I'm smelling something weird, and I gotta go ask someone. It does sound like maybe
Nice.
someone make popcorn or something, or burned a little popcorn. But I'm gonna ask about it because, yes.
That's a good idea.
I'll go to the bathroom real fast.
Well,
Now we got to figure out how we're going to track this thief down.
yeah, it's gonna be hard because we know that they're from the sexist group, which does not like to talk to women,
Yes.
which makes it hard for me to do my face things.
Well, I mean, Ari's a decent face backup.
That's true.
Fortunately, no horrific emergency, but there was burning popcorn at some point in time.
Ooh, well, you don't want our popcorn.
Yeah, I guess my niece was making some popcorn and burned a batch of it. So, nothing I have to worry about. But it's like, I'm like smelling it. I'm like, I should ask someone about that.
Yeah, good to make sure that nothing's on fire.
Yeah, that was my concern. It was like, it's something I have to worry about a lot more.
Look, I mean, burning popcorn is dangerous. We've had, when I was in college, burnt popcorn resulted in 3 evacuations
Yep,
Damn.
in 3 years.
doesn't surprise me.
The fuck?
People burn the popcorn and don't continue to observe it, so they don't notice something goes wrong.
Yeah, they just put it in and then walk away from the group kitchen, and then it burns.
Yeah.
And then it sets off the fire alarm, and everyone has to evacuate.
Anyway, so someone stole something from the collection, not something from the auction. It seems to be a Yoruban artifact that is of some importance, and you were interrogated, and you managed to find out a little information that someone seemed to disguise themselves and have some kind of perhaps shape-changing ability to change their face, and seemed to appear as one of the various guards of the building, and seemed to have gone in and taken the object. That was the information you were able to kind of glean there. So someone got in, stole something, got out. And that's kind of where we...
Face off.
Yes, definitely faced off. The changing face wasn't enough to identify anything about them, unfortunately. But it did look like basically someone saw something that a changing face in the side-eyed them and was like, that's weird. And so now you are heading back to Lagos.
Via safe plane.
With a very safe plane with Innocent. Welcome back, my friends. As I said, I think I said at the end there that he had a little bit more stuff back in there. He was taking some things from there back to Lagos. Nothing that you weren't so filled with, but otherwise it was a reasonable kind of little trip. I'm going to call for my mother. I should answer that. Wow, it's so busy today. I'm going to mute on stream, so you guys can talk for a second.
Our favorite recurring NPC and his plane.
He's not that innocent.
I don't think anyone in this group is innocent. I don't know, maybe Nox, because Nox has apparently never killed a person.
I've sent my
I'm
mom
sure
to my,
he's
my
accidentally
my
knocked
brother's
someone
house.
out to the point of death.
It's a
I
bit
don't know-
like
I don't know why-
Batman,
I don't know why that.
You
Yeah,
died
I've
in the
never killed
hospital.
anybody,
It's
but
not your fault.
they'll be eaten through a tube for the rest of their life. I don't know why that's such a weird thing to consider. It's like, oh yeah, you've never killed someone? That's suspicious.
It's so weird.
I've only Batman them, and he's like,
It's a bit-
I wish
bit of
to
a-
die.
You like never accidentally
Bit of
killed a
a-
guy.
Bit of a sussy character trait. What,
I-
you tell me you've never watched the light drain from a man's eyes? I don't trust you, man.
In this world, that's way too good.
I
Yeah,
mean-
no. In this world, you need a body count.
I'm not saying Nox is a good person. I'm just saying he hasn't killed somebody.
Even a
Well,
saint
don't
in
worry,
this
we're gonna
world is
change
like
that
killed
one.
killed someone.
At
That's
least,
fair,
at
I
least not
guess.
kill someone as he knows it. He would kind of be the thing in like you know.
You're
Oh.
ignorantly bliss of your sins.
True. Well, he's a fucking idiot, so.
But
Wouldn't
you'll
surprise
arrive
me if he
back
put a man
in
through, like,
Lagos,
stone.
back into the airport, where Innocence will depart from you, giving you a hand wave as you'll be able to head out to the various parking there, probably kind of around where his plane will kind of go into, where the van is being left at. Because I assume you took your van there, or did you want to leave it at the hotel and take a taxi in to the hotel to the airport?
We could have took the van.
There'll probably be like some scrapes on one of the locks, but doesn't seem like anybody managed to break in.
Has the alarm
Nice.
gone off then? Because I have an alarm system on it.
Yeah, there's some dude in there eating drywall.
Then probably
question
that if you have an alarm system, would it like have alerted you over it?
Probably, yeah.
Oh shit! Someone tried to steal the van.
Somebody tried to steal the van at some point then too.
God damn it!
Yeah,
They
you
would've
walk,
got
into your,
shot.
you walk into your van and it's on cinder blocks.
They stole the wheels.
Oh no, they would have got shot because you would have alerted me, and I would have been like, "Okay, remoting the gun."
there's a 10-year-old stealing my rims. Quick,
Yeah.
turn into a
It
red
really
mist.
was
Yeah,
just some kid going in there and trying to break
the,
into it.
the van entirely fine except for your hubcaps.
No, the gun just points at him.
Yeah, still
You
your
know, the
fucking
overwatch
hubcaps.
Walk
goofy.
away.
Thank you.
Start spinning the barrel.
But yeah, you'll be able to make it back the van, all right. And what do you want to do now? You can easily head back to the hotel. It is, of course, the morning of, I think it would be Tuesday, if my calendar is right. I don't know if my calendar is right. My internal calendar for what we've been doing.
It's a day.
Yes.
Oh,
But look, I'm going to tell you here. Probably everything's a little bit of the exact time frame doesn't really matter. It's like as long as you're doing stuff, I'm not gonna care too much about like keeping
Yeah,
track
yeah.
of
Well,
exact day.
our own people, without looking at a calendar, probably don't even know what day it is because of jet lag.
True.
We
That's
haven't
true.
really had great sleep here.
Mhm. You haven't time to fully accommodate to the new area. Acclimate, yeah, too. It has also been very busy since you've arrived.
We have been working.
How the
Also
well,
very true.
I'm gonna be in your guys' ears while I'm driving because I'm in my pod.
Mhm.
How the hell are we going to find out who the thief was?
Well, we have
I
some
think
basics.
We can start with questioning. Was it the? Because I learned from the guards that there's possibility that they could be connected with the Igbo, right?
That's what
Most
they
likely.
felt like. That's what they felt like
Yeah,
because they're the only
That
people
was just like
that would be.
rumors going around the guards.
They were more like those are the only people brazen enough to do this kind of theft because it was less of a valuable object that was stolen and something that
It's
was
like a
more.
cultural item, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But that's my point is, we're going to a city full of Igbos.
Well, it's not it's a bunch of Igbo, it's a bunch of Yoruba. The thing is, Lagos is a melting pot.
yeah.
Yes, those are the two
Yes.
major cultural groups: is Igbo and
A
Yoruba.
lot.
I would say between the two of them, it's probably between 66 and 70% of the population of the city. You know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, we know it's a male, and we know they can change their face, and they're probably Igbo. That does not narrow things much.
Well,
And we don't know if they magically change their face or through technology.
Well, I have a good rapport at which market was the magic, whatever the magic market was. I don't remember which of these markets it was. Personally.
Amulet.
Amulet. I have a good rapport at the amulet market. I could ask around if anyone's seen any cultural idols such as this come through.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. Ari and I could go talk to those kids. See if,
Welcome,
they
you
can-
Yeah.
citizen of the
Oh
Empire.
yeah, we do have to
can
meet
go.
up with Slugger.
Uh-huh.
Worst comes to worst, we could just start like interrogating random people on the street and like threatening to beat them up.
Oh yeah, because
what group-
there aren't gangs around here that would just kill you.
What group was that? Was that gang of kids with?
Big Bo, right?
Yeah, they were part of the.
Yeah.
They were probably
Yeah.
kids in the area boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which are related to the ones that we kind of took out.
To be fair, they don't know that Ari and Nox were involved in that.
Yeah,
No, that
exactly.
is true.
Because we
But
were
it
like
was
there
safest
with
to
them
deal
for the
with
most
them
part.
Because of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Frosty will kind of chime in and be like, "Well, the only other person I could think of that we've met that might know something, possibly can. He's more connected with the Orobu, but if some kind of objects come into town as a artifact broker, he might have at least heard something, or maybe he might know some of his competitors that might deal with something that would be a little bit more outside there."
It's not a bad place to start. Do we all want
Someone
to
else can pay him this time.
split up?
Well, I'm not exactly negotiating boy.
Yes, but also, you would do good backup with Naomi, as if something goes down.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, don't expect me to be trying to.
What could go wrong? Smash cut to them getting
I
fucking
can tell
killed.
them what I think of their mother.
If you are worried for my safety, don't be that concerned. I'll kind of like, I've had a box stashed in your van for a little bit. I do apologize. I will grab a weapons case, open it, and pull out a revolver that's the size of my forearm
Why do you have that?
for intimidation, and it's very good at killing people.
Fair enough. You just like hands in lap, go back to looking
So
for.
you got Hellboy's revolver. Got it.
Basically, it
pretty
shoots
much.
a 10 gauge slug, so
Who do you beef with on a daily basis that justifies that?
With a gun that size, you don't have to actually beef with someone.
Yeah,
Ideally-
there's no ops
ideally
left.
this scares anyone off who would cause trouble.
Why do
I
you think
wouldn't
I
have thought
got
of that.
10 dog drones in my van?
No, I just thought you had weird hobbies. I think a lot of you were kind of
you-
weird.
Are you gonna mess with someone who has 10 dogs with AK?
I think you're weird.
Or AK, or not AK, M23s coming out of their mouths?
I don't know. It depends on how bored I am. And did I eat that day?
And all of them, all of them can do automatic fire.
I feel like I could dodge gunfire.
Thank
Unconvincing.
What's that?
They're
Yeah, I
super-
just imagine Nox tries to do like the minigun parry in RE4, but just gets absolutely shredded.
Swiss cheese. Yeah. There's just a skeleton left. All the meat's been ripped off the bone.
Bro, it looks like a Fallout 2 NPC after he's been shot.
It takes all the skin off but your nose.
Oh, nice. Turn into a Fallout storytelling skeleton.
But you have a nose instead of.
Don't mess with the guy with 30 guns on his van.
So who's going where then, and what's the plan at this point in time?
So I would like to question around the amulet market,
Sure.
or if I assume that's the magic one.
Yeah, Amulet Market's a place with some magic. You might be able to get some basic information on
Yeah, because
the
I
types
have
of people
rapport there.
Yeah. If someone would be able to, probably the best bet for you would be to learn if someone would be able to use that kind of magic around town, or if it's been known.
That's what I
for
want to
there.
look for.
Yeah, sounds good. Where is everybody else going? I guess.
Well, I'm gonna go with Naomi then.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, we're gonna go. I assume me and Nox are gonna go find the area boys again and
the
give
area
them a new
kids.
update.
Yeah.
Yeah, just back
Yeah.
to that abandoned building, because I assume that's where they regularly kick around.
Something important to note as I pull up a spell really fast. As I have to Control F find it in this list.
Woo.
So something to note is specifically when because I always have detect magic up because of an ability.
Oh, no.
I can see any active spells on people.
Like you learn the spell itself, or
I
just
can
that there
tell. I
are
can tell that they
spells?
have a spell on them. I then have to roll a check to
Sensei.
determine what the spell
It's
is.
sort of like you
Ah,
can
that's
notice
sick.
something's there, but you would have to make like a concentration to figure out what it is. It's
Yeah.
I think I described it
Ah.
as old like Pathfinder 1E detect magic, where it takes a couple of rounds and you get different information for every round. It's like you get that level 1 of hey, there's magic here, kind of thing like that to begin with, and you just have to then do some concentrations to get more information after that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're getting the basics. You're getting like a little bit of.
I can know if someone's got a spell on them.
So yeah, certainly speaking, you can head back to the hotel, I guess, to begin with, and Frosty will inquire, do you want me to go talk to Kayan? I know some of you had some better rapport with him, but I can also look into a couple of my connections to see if anybody knows anything in particular. I'm unsure.
I think that would be wise. Just to get as much information as we can in a timely manner as
Yes.
well.
So which one do you want her to do? She can look into her own personal ones, or she can be Kayan based.
I would say have her look into her personal stuff. I can deal with Kane.
No.
Because
You're
I
gonna
do have a
to drive
rapport
it
with
me
him.
anyway, so I can get you to places.
Yeah.
And technically speaking, as you did before, you can go from the one market to the other one pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yep. The only issue is he wants money. I don't have a lot of money right now.
Neither do I.
The only
think
thing
any of
about
us do.
Kayan that you would recall is he does have connections with Yorubu. He might be more willing to help just because of what
Yeah,
happened.
that's why I think
Not
me because I already have good ground with him.
Yeah.
As good as you
I
can.
also-
on
I
first
might
meeting,
still
at
want
least.
money, but it
You
might
also got to
not.
remember that getting a ticket in to see a a king basically
A lot
is
more
a lot.
expensive than getting some petty information on an idol.
Yep.
Alright.
And if the king finds out he was involved, he might get some extra bones.
Yeah.
True.
True.
You'll be able to make it back to the hotel and then break apart. Why don't we? I'll switch this over to this here.
Do you guys need me to drop you guys off on the way?
mean,
They
it's
would not
walking
be on the
distance.
way. The amulet market would be
Yeah.
out of the way for you
Okay.
to go to, because
Okay.
probably the best bet would be either you go to the amulet market directly or go back to the hotel, drop them off, and then head back out. Because the amulet market
Well,
is
we'll
in between
probably
the
do
airport
that
there.
so they don't have to grab a taxi all the way back to the
Yeah.
hotel.
I mean, the two going to see the area boys are doing it in like there, and probably Frosty's probably going to make some calls and maybe have to take a taxi out to meet with a few people or something like that at most, So okay, since it's the 3 groups, I'll have check with some stuff in Frosty. So since it's really the 2 groups of you, why don't we have one of you elected the, I guess, leader of each of the groups and roll a d20. Who wants to be the d20 roller in your 2
I guess I'll
groups?
be the leader of this group.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's a 13.
Okay.
Okay, I can roll for the other.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Ari talks better than.
This is just to see what order we go in for your little stuff here.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's fair.
All right, so we switch over to Naomi and Alakar as 2 of you head to the amulet market once again. The amulet market, as I kind of described, a very place full of all kinds of very open air. Kind of got a building in the center here. Got some cement buildings that are in there, but very a lot of all kinds of magical things kind of floating around, and even people that offer their services. Heading back inside, it's something that you're acquainted with a small degree. The place is just as busy as it was, though there are still lots of talking and whispers about, and there does seem to be not maybe more energy, but like a lot of energy, at least this morning. Not sure if it's more or less than it was before.
Cool.
I'll have one of my nanites attached to you.
That's fine.
Mhm.
Put it in my pocket.
So what do you want to go about while you're here? What do you want? How do you want to look into this?
So I, and I think I'll try to use my I guess I'll use etiquette, because etiquette is the stealthier social skill to try and acquire information on any people who perhaps have the
Mhm.
any known people who can perhaps magically shift their appearances and
Okay.
regularly does so.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will not count this as a first meeting, as I've been here before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edge.
Okay.
There you go.
Ooh, much better successes. So, going around and kind of basically chatting about with the locals and stuff there too, you'll begin to get some information and paint a picture. While it doesn't seem to be necessarily a common thing for people to change shape, it does seem that there is a kind of rumor between some of the adepts that seem to be working here that there seems to be a person that has some abilities that can change their shape, that seems to be occasionally doing some small legwork for the Igbo.
Okay.
But not the area boys.
Not the area boys.
No.
Interesting.
It seems like the rumor is that he does something for some of the higher ups in the tribe. Remember, the area boys are just like basically the young adult to youth of the Igbo gone pretty radical. You know, the overall tribe, as similar in their beliefs, probably doesn't do as much stuff. You know, they're only a section, not a great section, and that probably is not really like, they probably don't do anything about them. You know, it's oh, those boys, they'll be boys, kind of thing like that. You know, they probably say, which is a really terrible thing to do about the
excusing bad behavior because of
which their bad behavior is like, you know, not good at all.
no.
Like really bad. But you know, probably doesn't go outside their own cultural norms 95% of the time, so they don't care. But again, it's just some rumors about an individual, like a couple of individuals that have been doing this one by that, and they do believe one of them might have been able to do that. But it's basically like people of Igbo descent that are a little outside even the area boys, that tend to have a little bit things of, you know, basically I would call them almost personal runners for the tribe, except they're not runners like you guys are, because you know they're just working directly for the tribe. You know, but probably a close akin to something like that, it sounds like. That seems to be the most information anybody has here.
Okay.
No one knows directly. Cool. Though you'll pick up, there are some whispers going around of a big theft that happened. The very theft that you were at the palace for, rumors about it seem to be here already.
Okay, these have traveled fast.
Yes.
Me think someone's perhaps showing off his stuff a bit too much.
Again, it's just rumors that something was stolen from the palace. You know, that seems to be what you're picking up from the general populace here. There isn't a lot of details about it, but the rumors are spreading. All right,
Tantus.
Sure. Yep.
While I'm listening in,
Mhm.
I also just want to send off a message to Aggie
Mhm.
and just ask her to, you know, to put some feelers out if she hears anything about this statue.
Okay. If there are any Yoruban religious or Yoruban cultural icons that are being shipped out of Africa, she'll basically say, you occasionally get stuff like that, but it's not very often.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it's a low chance, but if
I can keep an eye out to see if
anything's
anything's heading into the UCAS. I got some connections with the people shifting in, but yeah, I can keep a feeler out in case of something.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Still working on that wine for you.
All right. Yeah. So we switch over to the other two who are going to go talk to some local gang members. As you kind of exit out the hotel, as you're all kind of breaking apart here, probably being dropped off, someone kind of comes up to the two of you and he's like, "Oh, hi there! Hi there! Are you with those others that are hanging out here, the new people in the place?" This
What?
orcish kid with a AK like 97 on his back. He's like,
Naturally, the classic.
Oh, the one we talked.
Oh, is this the kid? Yeah, is this the? That's the
other
kid
group
that with the
talked
other.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am their
I'm
guide, Udo. Welcome. Welcome, friends. Welcome. Do you need help with the city?
We are looking for more people, actually.
Oh, you're looking for people. Oh, are you looking for people? I know all the great places to find people.
Do you know where Slugger is?
He'll kind of change his tone. He'll you'll see like his face change. What do you know about Slugger?
Nah, we met him a few days ago. Sent him and his boys on a little task. We were just hoping to meet up with him.
Oh, you're those guys. Well, oh, your friends know about this?
Yes?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Shrug my shoulders.
Well, if you need to talk to Slugger, I can make sure that he's going in place again. Of course, you know, a couple and Narita will help me in making sure of that. And, you know, maybe perhaps if you are very interested, I can still help you find those people you're looking for.
Maybe next time. Just focus on getting Slugger for us.
I just
and
kind of nudge you. This you know, like 11, 12-year-old orc boy. You know, he's pretty young still too, a little smaller than Slugger. You know, kind of like nudging you, kind of like a little on the side. He's still like large too.
Yeah.
You know, he's definitely had that growth spurt already to like, you know, kind of bulk up a little bit. Certainly not like his full size that he'll be at. But you know, but he'll kind of like just kind of get that nudge of like, you know, that there too. All right then.
I'll pass him. I think I'm like, what, 500 naira, I guess.
Ooh. He'll be like, oh,
That
thank you.
much? Okay.
I will
Listen,
make
I have
sure
no concept
Slugger,
that this place is fucking
Slugger is
currency. What do
ready
you
and
want
willing
from-
for you. Just
That's like, if I recall, that's like the full amount we promised them for the.
No, not gonna sworn we promised him more, wasn't it?
No, I think it was just like 500. I don't think it was like that much.
500? It might have been. I don't know. Knox is a fucking idiot. And
Probably.
even I, Jesse, do not have a good grasp of these people's currency. This
Yep.
is in
Oh,
character.
no, sorry. We offered them 500 Nari up front and then 1,000.
Yes, yeah. I knew
Yeah.
it was more because
Yeah.
500 did seem a little small for what we were asking them
Right.
to do. But
So he will let you. He'll basically say to you, "I will arrange for him to be there. Just wait here, and I will make sure
what's
one of
your
the
name?
guards let you know." I'm Udo. I am the best guide in town. If you need to go anywhere, know anybody, see anything, just ask for Udo.
sounds good, buddy.
Udo.
Yes, my friends,
Have you
Udo.
Have you heard the rumor going? Or have you heard rumor of a theft
Oh,
recently?
a theft, you say? What kind of theft? There are plenty of thieves here in Lagos.
One at the Oni? Is that what it is?
Oh,
Yeah, one at the Oni. One at the Oni's palace.
there was a rumor that the Oni Edogage had something stolen from him by a thief going around. But again, words is words, and how many are going there? Certainly speaking, I would not get involved with that, friends. Not get involved with that at all. There have been some incidents already, and things are boiling over. It seems as though someone was skilled enough and mighty enough to steal from the Oni himself of the Yoruba, the Yorubans are blaming the poor Igbo about this, blaming them and getting very angry, very angry. Plenty of problems. They are so foolish blaming the Igbo.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, they would never do something like that, surely.
Of course not.
Don't call me Shirley.
I'm not your buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, buddy.
Let me go and talk to Slaga for you. And get ready.
No, yeah. Thanks.
When he leaves, I will turn to Nox. I think it's best we don't show our hand too much here.
What do you
I feel
mean?
like, well, if it is Igbo, these are also Igbo. It might be better to be discreet, basically. Don't just ask if they know. Well, if they know of the thief, that'll tip our hand.
I gotcha.
Right. You'll be able to kind of relax for a little while, but eventually knocking on one of your doors will be peaceful. Apologies for bothering you. I know. You're busy relaxing. But, one of the local guides at the front gate has informed, the guards here that, he was looking into something for a lot of you, and has the information that you need. A place to, I guess, guide you to? I mean, if you were looking for some companionship, certainly speaking, Old Peaceful here could have suggested you some great places in the city, but I understand helping out the local boys. They are quaint.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah. You could
Thanks.
say that.
We'll go meet him.
We'll keep that in mind for next time.
People are weird, dude. Why people gotta be so fucking weird?
It feels as though all of them are assuming because you two are not with any of the women in your group that maybe you guys need a brothel.
Yeah.
Nah, I
Yeah.
figured, but you know.
The dwarf must be with those two women. Lucky man.
Yeah. Lucky. Poor fucker.
I get
Also,
all
I
the
just-
tail.
Also, I just realized this is the third day after we talked to them.
Mhm.
So this is actually the day we're gonna meet up with them anyway.
Yeah, it was actually kind of lucky.
Right. Of course, Udo will escort you back to the building you were in before, a place with the local gang of children are at, the basically younger side of the area boys. These local combination of pickpockets, miscreants, and of course guides for plenty of tourists and out-of-towners who are all looking to put up some money together. And of course, the kind of top dog in at least this area of the city is this slugger character, the one with that kind of sits on a I wouldn't say throne, but like probably on the nicest chair in the room, kind of thing like that. You know,
Yeah.
It's a really nice chair.
it's like a really nice chair. Probably with like like a nice cushion on top of it too. So you're back.
We are.
Well. We did look into your person that you were looking for. Unfortunately, there was no rumors in the main city there. But, certainly speaking, a bunch of elves are in town in the, over on the island. That's the last thing we heard. Sorry that it could not be a bit more help, but, again, you gave us something vague.
That is.
Yeah, that's
fine.
about what I expected.
That is fine. A promise is a promise. I will hand over 1,000. But we might have another job for you.
Oh, what is it that you need?
Well,
He'll kind of like take a look at the money and kind of hand it off to one of the smaller boys next to him to take it kind of in some other room. I kind of assume that there's like, as a part of the abandoned building, like this like kind of would have been like the I'm trying to think of the lobby of whatever this building is. It's probably some
Yeah.
kind of like office
Got like
building
the
or something.
foyer.
Yeah, like the foyer kind of lobby. They kind of set it up as a kind of like meeting room, and there's kind of side rooms and stuff off with stuff.
We have not been idle looking for this man either. And we have, I guess, gathered more information than you. He is with this group of elves.
Then go to
Presumably.
the island if you're looking for him. Excellent.
But we are looking for him because he is he has stolen an artifact from our employer. No, not employer. He's stolen an artifact.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, he's stolen an artifact that someone we know is looking for. My goal is to imply that he's the person who stole the artifact. And I want to kind of see if he reacts to that in any way.
Okay. There's plenty of things being stolen in Lagos at all times, and plenty of small artifacts. Unfortunately, many of individuals such as yourself, many I have to get the right word here. I have to remember it. Sorry.
Did we ever get a description of the artifact that he stole from our employer's employer?
No, you did not get a full description of that. Frosty was assuming that she could kind of see it and understand as she would recognize it, kind of like noticing what it is. Olule. Well, I was saying something. Sorry, I found that word for it. Oftentimes, Olule, like yourself, are certainly always coming in and stealing plenty of things from us. It is why most of you are not welcome, except when you pay very nicely.
Ari, what does Olule mean? No, I know that, but not as a
Yeah.
because Nug's a fucking idiot.
And I'll just basically I assume foreigner.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks.
Well,
It's one I keep forgetting to use, but you've probably heard plenty of times referred to you in your group. You know?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I figured they would.
This man who has this artifact, we have someone who would also like it. We're wondering if maybe you could find out what happened to it.
Plenty of people who deal with artifacts in the city. If you are looking for individuals that are arranging with thieves, is that it is what you are asking?
Well, we're trying to track down a thief who may have stolen an artifact we also are looking for.
It's a real sticky situation.
Well, unfortunately, I do not know of any people that would work with Ulule. Certainly speaking, if it was a local, I could help you on that end. There are plenty of people that work with locals. But no, if your foreign thief has come in, more than likely he is working with those dogs that are across on the island. I would look there.
Is he okay?
He seems very dismissive of.
Yeah, he seems very dismissive, but he also seems to. I'm getting the. I wonder if I can roll for this, but I'm kind of getting the impression that he knows more than he's letting on.
Being like purposefully vague.
Sure.
Okay,
And,
judge
like-
intentions, I
Yeah,
believe.
roll a judge intentions.
Because this feels more than just the usual,
Yeah,
like,
I'm trying
silence,
to decide
white boy.
if it's just him being extra dismissive,
Mhm.
or if he's actually knows something.
Okay.
I would also like to try, if I may.
Sure.
Ooh, that wasn't very good. I'll edge that.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, cool. If anybody spends any, make sure to mark it off. You will regain next year, but make sure to keep on.
I mean, I forgot
Oh,
to add
nice.
it,
Oh
so I
my
didn't mark
Okay,
it.
so
God.
Nox. Nox,
Oh my gosh.
certainly
I
Ari will
use an
pick up a bunch
edge.
of this. But Nox, I'm gonna kind of give you what it is. You get the feeling that he interprets whatever you're saying as something that does not include him. Like he doesn't. You don't think he really understands what you're talking about. It's more of like when you say artifact, he seems to be going on the edge of like, yes, a tribal item, but he's assuming that like what from what you said, someone came in, stole something that you guys were trying to buy, and he's like, well, fuck you guys, you're trying to buy something of our cultural heritage, and you're just trying to do that, you know? That's what's going on. And he's just like,
so maybe a touch more clarity, maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's not
Alright.
connecting that up with whatever happened, you know?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
kind of relay that to
Because
Ari. It's like it's
Like,
it feels like he thinks that we were trying to like snatch like their cultural stuff. Like maybe he thinks like, oh, you know, silly white boy, you're stealing our shit. I don't think he's kind of connecting that it was like stolen, and we weren't there for that.
Yes. Perhaps I should make a different connection. Samriel, the man we asked you to look into, he was at the palace yesterday.
that's strange. Which palace?
The Oni palace.
Oh. Are you saying that he was also involved in anything that would have happened at the palace? There are rumors that something went missing there. So your thief is a thief in
It's-
multiple ways.
Correct.
Yeah, it would seem so.
Brave man. I'd heard some rumors going around in the city that were talking about a thing stolen from the Oni. Seems as though his great guards could not protect his many treasures.
Well, I guess we're hoping to find out where this stolen item went, but
Oh,
we're interested in helping us look.
why would you be looking for something from the palace? Is it also valuable and you want to take away from it? Certainly speaking, something like that outside of Lagos would be very terrible to the Orvu.
You could say, taking, stealing from a thief is what our goal is.
Trying to right a wrong, one might say.
Oh, certainly, right or wrong, I understand. Just like English. Yes, English when they come and right wrongs in many countries in the old days, yes?
Yes.
Not exactly.
Close enough.
Please ignore.
Bro just called you British.
Yeah, I'm trying to say no. That's not my meaning. I was like, oh yeah, British, great guys.
Well, if anybody knows anything about working with locals to do such a thing, to pull off such a job, it would have to be some people on the one of the Three Friends area. Rumor has it that if anybody knows anything about locals doing work, it would be there.
The three what?
Three Friends.
Okay.
But I would not know who to speak to there. There are plenty of people, and most of them are not very friendly there too. Just a word of warning, my friends. A name might be good before you would arrive.
Yeah, that's fair. It can never be easy.
But anybody that knows anything might be going through there. Might be able to fix you up with something if you need.
And where is the Three Friends?
I believe it is on, as you would say, University Road. He'll say something in like
Understood.
Igbo, like probably the local term that he would use for the same thing, but like different language
Yeah.
too.
University Road. Gotcha.
Basically, the road that goes by the university.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the extra information. Well,
I'm sure as the young boy will kind of move up to you, there are ways for you to help with our very extra information.
I'll hand him 500 more.
If you ever need any more information, and perhaps even if you need some help moving some things outside of the city, just let my boys know. Udo. Talk to Udo. He is a good boy. He can accompany you where you need to. He'll be able to be my eyes and ears where you need them to be.
Understood.
Anything you need help.
Sounds good. It was good seeing you again, Slugger.
Anytime, my Ulule friends.
It was like thumbs up.
Yeah, I got out of that without implying that we thought the Igbo stole it because I didn't want to upset them and tip them
Yeah.
off, tip our hand off. That's why I was trying to lead off that we were thinking it was someone else, which just in case, we don't want to draw suspicion to ourselves.
Yes.
That was the whole point.
All right. I guess are everybody meeting back up, or is what? Were you the other two of you then going to meet with Kayan, or are you
Yeah,
not?
I can go meet with Kayan and try and
Okay.
give him some working over.
Sure. You'll be able to certainly head along the way to meet with Kayan. It won't take long to arrange another meeting with him. You'd be like, my friends. Hello, greetings, my friend. Because I assume it's just you.
Yeah, I assume Alakar's
Yeah.
in the pod.
The pod personing it.
Yes, I normally pod person. I know I'm not useful for negotiating, and I know that I probably just screw things up. So it's like I'm just gonna wait in the van.
So
The
how was your
pod.
time in the palace?
It was very lovely.
Fortunately,
There was a bit of trouble, I'm sure you've heard.
yes, rumors are abound with trouble going on, unfortunately.
Of course, I wouldn't go sticking my nose in any such trouble, but if someone were to, say, be interested in retrieving this thief as a bargaining chip, you wouldn't perhaps know any leads.
Well, it's unfortunate that there are plenty of times where we can look into such dangerous individuals that are difficult to deal with in many ways. Again, a rumor is going around of the Igbos bragging of stealing from the Yoruba Oni. A name? No. There's possibility of someone that might know something. A name of someone that works in Lagos. Works with many people that would be certainly like this person. Now, parting with the name of someone that is a fellow dealer is not necessarily the easiest thing to do. It is a little rude in many ways, and I wouldn't want to just do it outright. Certainly speaking, where they are at the time, I cannot give you full information of, but a name I could perhaps help you with.
Let me check something. I gotta run around and get this damn sheet. God, a name, huh? I want another damn bribe.
Yes. He wants
Okay,
another
trying
one.
to
Five. Sorry, I'm looking for the conversion rate again.
It's
20 to
20 naira to the
29.
new yen.
Then Huala tokens are funny Monopoly money that I still don't
He
understand.
he is also the guy that deals with Hawala token that has the Monopoly money conversion things in it. So
Yeah.
How much is it for the conversion?
One new yen is 20 naira.
I don't have a lot of money is the problem. You know what?
And I have some, but not a lot.
I can try an angle. I don't know if it's necessarily one he'd want to get involved in of like you know what, I'm gonna go for it, maybe. I'm so poor. She hasn't paid me back yet.
No, you know how it
Complaining.
feels. No, I'm kidding.
No complaining.
I can complain all I want. I didn't buy a van.
I spent a lot of money on that van.
it's a very nice van.
It is very nice.
Because I only have like fucking not that much Naira. Well, I have a lot of Naira, but it's not that much in credit for New Yen. So
You could probably pay this guy in New Yen just because he
well,
is.
I'm gonna tell you, I have 300 New Yen left
Yeah.
after I spent all
I
of my money to get us a meeting.
I got 350 and 2,400 naira.
Damn. Those are broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just spent a lot of money on that meeting, dude. Okay, I'm gonna try one of two angles. I'm gonna try to like maybe subtly imply like, oh, you know, should the Oni perhaps find out that we got some help from a very generous source, there'd probably be a good reward for that.
Hmm.
And if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna see if this guy's a job we could do in exchange for it.
You are not
You need to
wrong.
roll-
Something as
you need
good
to roll
as
anything.
that would be reasonable in many ways. But certainly speaking, even good word is just a simple aspect of it. Certainly speaking, being your benefactors, if you are indeed helping with the investigation, would be good. But still, nonetheless, in order to go against another one of my fellows, it is still very difficult. Let us say we will make something a little reasonable. I can perhaps discover the information that you are looking for nearly, I have to do a conversion rate in my head for a second here. It was 1 to 20, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 20
So-
naira to the New Yen.
For merely 2,000 naira.
Oh God, I thought that would be, I can just give him 2,000.
100 New Yen, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just give
Yeah,
him that.
well, wait, Naomi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buzz in your ear. Ask him if he would be interested in pictures of the artifacts that are going up for
I
auction.
think that might offend him.
Yeah, these are like these people's.
I'll pay the 2,000.
Oh no, about the stuff that's going up for auction.
You do have to remember,
That's
he
right.
didn't want anything to do with the auction.
Yeah, he doesn't really care.
Well,
is the
I
thing.
didn't know if it
Ah,
might,
that's
you know, if that's something he might
I'll
be
just-
interested in knowing what's going.
I'll
you know,
slide
what's
him the
being sold.
Naira.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to be useful
Yeah.
in some freaking fashion.
No, that wasn't a bad suggestion. That wasn't a terrible suggestion. It was a good thought to have, definitely. Speaking. So that wasn't bad.
We can definitely try and sell those photos, though. to
But that's the other
someone.
thing is, those photos might go to someone else, certainly speaking.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Probably not
Yeah,
here,
I
but there's
mean,
probably some other people that might be interested.
Because you know,
Actually, you know what? I'll also message Aggie.
Hmm.
Yeah,
About
see if you can sell
those
those
and see
pictures.
If she knows if anyone might want want that kind of info and might be worth willing to pay some New Yen for it.
Alucards are really out here trying to move pictures of Spider-Man.
I need to make back some of the money I have my bandwidth.
I want pictures of artifacts.
Get me more pictures of artifacts.
I'm not going to lie, that information could be important in the right spots. It's not easy to find someone that would be interested in that kind of thing
But
because
that's why I'm talking to my smuggler friend.
that's what this is what she said.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Sorry.
Certainly speaking, there is definitely a portion of people that might be interested in these things changing hands. Knowing what they are is a little bit more difficult, but if you keep a hold of them, if you're able to find out who wins what, that also might help out.
I can keep an eye on that. That's not a problem.
The information itself that those things are going for auction might be valuable, but certainly speaking, there are plenty of people that might want to know where things end up.
Understood. I will keep you informed.
And just to correct myself, I did find out, because it took me a minute to find the exact word. I was using the wrong word. This is the one that's foreigners. Oyibos.
How dare you disrespect this culture?
Yeah. This
Look,
fine.
They love to throw
fine
some of these
sexist culture.
This fictional culture likely based on something relatively real.
Yes, it's just an unfortunate thing. They like.
I thought you were gonna say based on something relatively offensive.
they like to put things in places that are like, where am I finding this? It's sort of like you have to go to they'll slip words in. So I thought it's technically was a different word I was looking at the time in that section. So of course it was. Anyway,
yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that Reed's Pathfinder adventure that gives me info that players can never learn.
There's a number of local fixers on the mainland that like to hang around in many places. I am not sure exactly which one you will have to find them in at this point in time, but if you can discover which of the hangouts these groups work together, there is one individual that might be able to help you, and my name would not be bad to tell them. One Hippo Kololi. I'll put his name into chat. Hippo. Kojoli. I'm sorry, it's a J, I think. It's J. So there you go.
Alright, cool.
You will recognize him. He is named Hippo for a reason.
Is he fat?
He is perhaps one of the largest men in all of Lagos.
Good lord.
That's impressive.
Man eats good.
If anybody will know anything in the city, it will be Hippo. And if you can let him know that I am at least an associate of yours, and you've perhaps done some deals with me, he might be more willing to speak. But if you're looking for information, I cannot guarantee it is something that he will trade with you. That will be up to you to make deals with him.
Of course.
Like myself, he is a businessman.
Alright, sick.
Okay.
I will depart this information.
Yeah. I assume all of you will be able to meet back up with now a picture of what's going on. You now know that the three friends on University Road is a bunch of fixers, and one of them is the man you want to speak to. Good old Hippo.
A really, really big guy.
Kajoli. He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find our thief first. Want to find our thief? We have to go to a fence.
I don't. I'm pausing for a second because I think we can take our break here. I have his stats, at least from 4th edition. The man has a body of 8. Is that because he's very large? His body of
I
8?
assume
Probably.
so, right?
I mean, yeah, probably.
I assume he's also like. I think he's probably an
picturing,
orc.
just picturing Dexter Deshawn from Cyberpunk.
Yeah. I assume
in
because
my
it's
head.
as high as it is, he is an orc. So he's just a very, very large orc. Like, he's already larger than your average, like, person because he's an orc. And then just, like, horrifically overweight orc.
These things happen.
God, I'm thinking of the vampire, that the one vampire from Blade.
I think
Yeah.
that's the one you mean.
God, I know that one too. What you mean? Anyway,
I think they're in the library.
yeah, the large vampire from Blade.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, probably.
That got a really bad suntan.
Really bad subject. So we will take our break here. If you need a snack, drink, or bathroom break, go ahead and take them.
Actually, before
Oh,
we go,
oh,
I just
oh,
want to say I'm probably gonna
Gas.
contact. I just want to contact one of my contacts,
Ooh.
Jack.
Okay.
If he
Sure.
knows of this, if he's ever had contact with this fence. I assume fences know each other because they have to pass materials around.
A fixer you're talking to, not a fence, though. Slightly different.
I thought you said he was a fence.
I said he was a fixer.
No, let me change that.
Sorry.
Never mind.
You do have a contact that's a fixer, but it's less of a connections and stuff too. So
Well, fixers aren't quite all fixers know each other. Fences, I feel like they need to pass material around.
yeah,
They're in
a
different-
fence might know at least local fences and areas that they might deal with. And certainly Lagos is a city that, yes, if you want to know some local fences, you're talking about fences. It's not a bad idea to get that information because at very least
That
they'll have access to that probably.
I'll still ask him if he knows of anything that's moving around. I guess.
Sure, you can kind of look into that. Okay, check with you. All right. So, if any of you out there need a snack, drink, bathroom break, go ahead and take them, and we'll be back in a little bit after a short break. There. Look, I got cake, and that's
Cake
fine.
forever.
Everybody has to accept that, GM came back with cake, and you didn't have enough to share with the
That's not
class.
true. I had cake 3 months ago for my.
I vote on a regime change. We
I
oust
also have-
Tantus as game master. No, I'm
I also
sorry.
have this Asher's peanut butter egg that I have to have maybe because I got a bunch of them.
Did you bring enough for everyone?
Technically, yes, but you'd have to show up in order to get it. Sorry, I'm not gonna deliver it.
I can try and put my hand through my monitor as hard as possible.
I mean,
from,
you're
like,
not that
reach.
far away. Give me like 40 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I need a
40
couple
minutes.
hours, I think.
That
For
reminds me of a gag I saw, which is like, it was like time for the Easter quiz. How many? What's the main ingredient in an Easter egg? Air. What's the? How many eggs are in a package? 4 less than 2 years. 2 less than 4 years ago. How many? How much does it cost? 4 more than 2 years ago.
That's quite silly.
Yeah, Francis doesn't
And it
live
was a
far
whole
away
thing
from
with
me.
that.
Yes, I do. I'm technically within driving distance of you.
Yes.
So, well, anyway, we return. So you've discovered where you need to go and who you need to talk to and all those different things. Do I have an actual location here that tells me a little bit better?
Probably
about where this is?
not.
I'm trying to figure out where the bar is on University. Oh wait, I can look over here. Cool. Awesome. So it's just Lagos mainland, which I guess is in one of the regions on the map.
Yeah,
only
it's
assume-
over here. It's above Apapa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's the area that
For the you can move the van up there.
yeah. That's where you have to go to. And you just have to get your university road in that area. So that's not too bad. I see Lagos University's eye. So it would be the road outside the university. Okay, so that's not too bad of an area to point out there. Okay, cool. It was one of those things is when they told me Lagos mainland, I'm like, is that a region in the city? I had to check the
Yeah.
map. Because it's just
It
like
is
a weird...
unfortunately a little bit of a poorly named region.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is mainland. Well, isn't this all the mainland?
That's what I was thinking too. Anyway, all right.
That do be how things are named in real life sometimes. So.
Yep.
It really is in real life. So, the Three Friends is basically what we would call a mid-class, or Lagos, restaurant and bar that serves local cuisine, beer, and palm wine. as you would arrive, the inside is a floor of worn linoleum. The walls are faded enough that only a hint of the original green paint is left. So while the walls are definitely faded,
So glad
they
I
do
know
look really
before
nice and
the window.
clean. They're kept up regularly, at least, and seem to be like,
Nice.
it seems like the place is actually well maintained, of cleanliness at very least. You
Does
know,
it have a nice floor?
yes, linoleum.
Oh, that's right. You said
I don't know
Yeah.
if linoleum would count as a nice floor.
You are assumed to want to show up in the evening time, when a bunch of the local fixers are showing up. And of course, this is an area where, you know, you can definitely get a feeling once you're arriving in the evening that there's definitely a lot of the power brokers and stuff of the city here too. Bunch of different fixers, street gossip, all kinds of things connected to, generally speaking, the runner scene here in Lagos in a lot of ways. Maybe not the high-end Lagos runner stuff, but certainly a level of it that seems to be going on here. Certainly speaking, during the day, university crowds, but it's post-dinner rush, and you know, the vinyl booths that line the walls are now makeshift offices. The walls also have faded posters of exotic cities like Portland and Paris. Everybody loves Portland.
City of Portland.
So, you can find Hippo in the back of the restaurant in a troll-sized booth. He is an immensely obese orc male
Big.
with very dark black rich black skin and a vibrant white smile. His tusks flash when he talks, and he's very very happy to see you when you walk in. Basically, once you enter, every eye in the bar turns towards you. Everybody seems to measure you up, because obviously you're foreigners. And you stick out in amongst the crowd. This is certainly a place normally for locals.
You know, I'm in the van.
We gotta take this guy out to touch grass sometimes.
I'll get his legs. Someone get his arms.
I mean, I'll have.
As soon as he got his van, he got his comfort thing back, so he's like back in there.
Oh yes, what I know. The pod.
But I will have probably Ari and Naomi wearing have one of my nanos on each of them.
Welcome. Hello. It seems you have business with me. Yes, you've come to see me, the Hippo. Yes.
Yes.
I'm not about to meet a guy named the Hippo with my mouth.
You were hating.
He kind of like pats his chest a little bit, and then kind of flags down someone, which kind of comes over and brings him kind of one of some local delicacy. Probably we'll say it's something because it's a university diner. It's something like a mixture of what would be kind of considered like more street food of Lagos, but kind of like a little bit more high end, you know. So it's probably some kind of bread based product or something like that, with like a little bit of a drink on the side there too. As he'll then take like as he'll kind of wait for you to say something and take like a huge bite of it, you know, there too.
Yeah, like he gave us like a warm smile and all the like, you know, come here. So I will like return like the smile as a gesture, but because of one of my because Naomi's kind of fully in control of all of her facial muscles. It's a smile that doesn't really change how her face looks. So I imagine it looks just weird.
Okay. Kind of like an interesting look that you kind of spread there, though, too.
Yeah. I will go and sit next to him or wherever.
Sure. There's space across.
If there's room at the booth.
It's a booth that is made more for trolls. So it certainly speaking fits this man here, who is a best described as morbidly obese orc. Not enough that he can't move around, but certainly speaking, probably like doesn't like to move around, kind of thing like that too. And the name
like,
Hippo certainly fits him.
Okay, I mean, at least he's not called like Tiny.
That would be only if
Yeah.
he decided to have an ironic nickname. He went for the obvious nickname.
No, his name is minuscule now.
Name's Minnie.
You don't want to meet Maxie.
Mhm. So he seems to be
Yeah,
waiting for you to at least say
I'll
something.
sit.
I'll sit as well.
I will say that you came very recommended by, I've already forgotten that guy's name. Cain, it's something like
Cain.
that.
Oh, Gin recommended you. Well, if you are looking for some help with a job or a place to work here in town, even Oyubios like yourself can sometimes get some good work in town. And the Hippo is the right man to ask.
This is the guy we're supposed to ask about that other potential runner, right?
Yes, the idea would be that if someone knows about what happened, he would probably know.
We're looking for an artifact that was stolen from a place of wealth very recently.
Unfortunately, things like this do happen around Africa. As much as you folks are unused to it here, Lagos here is a city where the wealthy have power and strength oftentimes. And well, I seem like a weak individual here. There are plenty of people that would take care of things for me if need be. So, certainly speaking, strength is something important here in Lagos. But no. What kind of item would foreigners be looking for? What kind of theft would foreigners be interested in? Would Oyibos want to dive into?
Do we get like a description of what the item was besides just like a cultural item?
A
No.
statue of some kind.
Oh, it's a little
Yes.
statue. I'll
I mean, nothing specific.
say it's a little statue of something culturally significant to what was the other group called? Is it
it's
the
Yoruban
Yorubu?
culture.
Yoruba.
Yeah.
Yoruban.
Yoruba.
Yorubu.
Certainly speaking, perhaps I have heard of some things like that that have left or changed hands. The city is boiling over with many tensions because of rumors abound by things being stolen like that. Yorubu versus Igbo, area boys fighting into fights with the Yorubans. Much of it's not quite good for business, but sometimes it is.
And perhaps it would be of a mutual benefit to find a way to resolve this theft in a discreet manner.
You are fortunate this day. You are very fortunate this day. Normally, I would not speak of this. Normally, I would not say anything. But, I know things. And I know that, the one you look for has, how we say, burned bridges with me. You see, a regular talent must, of course, give their share of any profits to the one that helps them gain any kind of job or information or percentage of it. And when they don't, well. But still, I am a man of business and a man of some level of honor. I can't just give you anything. No. Now, perhaps if you are coming with some kind of funding, I can give you some information. Or if you're willing to do a small, minuscule job for me. I can understand that perhaps there are things to spend money on and plenty of places to spend money here. And not all Oyibos are wealthy amongst the corporate lords.
What kind of job would you be offering?
Well, you see, there are some troubles that I'm having, very big troubles, and it has nothing to do with myself or Yoruba or Igbo. It has something to do with, well, outside of our area here. You see, the sheer fact is, I can't get myself into an area of the city. Or can I send any locals to there? But Oyibos like yourself can get there. There's an item I need delivered to a good friend of mine who is staying at a hotel on Lagos Island. And it's a shame that none of the locals are allowed across at this time. It seems as though there's something going on that might be attracting a lot of attention, that they are keeping the bridge a little bit more cut off for some kind of reasons. And my good friend would like this package delivered as soon as possible. So perhaps if individuals such as yourself could deliver it in a timely manner across the island, I can share this information for you. Of course, again, it would help both of us then. But I must have some form of proof, for money or help, that you are reasonable for doing these kind of things, reasonable to work with.
I get the idea he's asking for, like, collateral, basically.
Yes, basically he's like,
got a van. No, I'm kidding.
his entire thing is, you get the feeling
We
that
kind of need that for the job.
the guy that you were looking for basically got information through him, and he was supposed to pay him a finder's fee, and he didn't. So he's very upset about that.
Yep.
But he's also like, I need to be able to trust you. You need to either give me a bunch of cash or basically deliver this package to Lagos Island.
Yeah.
I mean,
Eh.
I'm doing a delivery job.
Yeah, that
I-
doesn't seem too bad.
Cut to 5 hours later.
You were warned
We're fighting
that
off those
traffic
ghouls.
onto the island was known as the Go Slow. And
Yeah.
remember, I did say drinks and stuff were offered to people as they crossed in the island by locals that set up shops there because traffic takes that long to cross over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, if you want to take a van
Yeah.
over there, you could.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I could just like get out and run.
We can also
Across the
just,
bridge.
walk.
Yeah, well, walking's lame.
Of course, I'm sure you are familiar with the island, but do remember that the various guards at the checkpoint would want a small fee, nothing too expensive, 20 naria per person.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And if you are willing to do this job, I would just need you to drop the package off at the Federal Palace Hotel.
How big of a package is it?
A small handheld package.
Oh, that's
I might be even have one.
Just
of
fly
my
a drone, right?
Well,
fly
it's a
it right
corpo island, so they might shoot it down.
Yes.
oh,
Over
yeah.
to the what hotel?
The Federal Palace Hotel. Lagos Island, I need some information on you.
But also, I had a possible contact on Lagos Island. Because Ares Arms
yes.
is over there, and Jason Shimmer.
Mm-hmm.
We were told if we still wanted to look into what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
That guy.
Yeah.
Elf.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
elf. That he might have information on him, so we could kill two birds with one stone.
The
with
fact
this,
is
too.
that there are some connections that Samriel has that you don't know what these connections are. So it might not be a terrible idea to especially investigate that. That's not a bad lead to take on. Definitely speaking, if you want to get yourself over there.
Yeah, I mean, it gives us a dual reason to go over there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, fair. I'm down.
Let's see here. How long would it take you to cross the bridge?
6
forget.
days.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a week.
I forget. Is Evo on the island?
Most corps have some representation on the island.
Okay, but they're not a major player, probably.
I do not think Evo is a major player in the island, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to take a look here. Major players. I don't have to find my list of corporate players in the island, unfortunately. So that'd take a minute. Corporate interests. Aztechology, Ares, and Horizon are the major ones from outside, along with Global Sandstorm and United Oil, which are more double A's. Also, Delic Dragon, and those are the 5 major players in the area of the city. But everybody's going to have like some representation in the area, though, too. Probably like small branch offices and stuff like that, But those are the major players that you deal with. 2 AAA and 3 AA corps that have pretty big connections in the area.
I asked for no reason in particular.
Yes. Delic has connections with pharmaceuticals, United Oil coming out of the entire country. Global Sandstorm is chem and construction, deals with a lot of the industry here in town. Ares, pick your Horizon. Oh, sorry, there's 6 of them. Ares, Horizon, and As Technology, pick your poison for what they're doing goddamn here, because yes. But basically, all 3 of them have the head of their African branches here in Lagos. So that's a thing to keep in mind. But Ares Africa has multiple branches across Africa, though, too. So this is just one of them. Anyway. All right, but that is the corporate interests in Lagos, and that's Lagos Island. I think it would probably be like, if you want to take your van, I would say it would probably be like, I gotta be honest, 3 or 4 hours in traffic at very least. Crossing the bridge.
I can just put it on autopilot and we can all just chill in my van while it drives.
Yeah.
We can have
Right.
some lovely conversations.
Yeah.
I'm sure we definitely won't start killing each other in each other's presence for 4 hours.
No.
Take a nap.
Because that is,
Surely not.
it is traffic 24/7 is the other thing too, because traffic takes so long to cross the bridge, with the people that are, because again, like, people get like haircuts in the back of their cars here. There's people that walk up and down here and be like, do you need a haircut or something like that, or things like that. There's people that are offering drinks and food, along, even overnight. There's probably a couple of people that do it, not as much as during the day when you've got it, like, but still, like, there's still a lot of traffic at all times of day, because it just takes so long to go through traffic into the island. And of course, probably the corporate officials at the end are basically, well, the people at the end are at least reasonably checking things. They're probably not like we're going to like scan you down to the minuscule wire, but they're basically taking a general look and accepting a little bit of money to get you into the island itself. So you can grab the package and you can start heading for the island.
I am going to put the package in my smuggler spot of my.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have it.
Not
Yeah,
again.
I have
Not that there's going to be like any kind of deep search of your vehicle, but just in case something goes wrong that you need to like worry about, that not that deal.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm going to put it in my smuggler pot.
But Eric, what was your question?
Yeah, I have a question about like the bar that we're in. Like, is there anyone who's paying us extra close attention?
You're getting watched after by everybody, pretty much. You are standing out. I don't think anybody is like more than anybody else standing out, but I would describe this as half bar, half like diner. It feels like a combo of those two things, like a traditional Americana diner combined with a bar, and that's the kind of this place is here, definitely. With the posters and the faded paint and the linoleum floor and the big old booths around the side, it and the fact that it's like this is a place where the college kids goes during the day, and it's just a bunch of fixers at night. It is such a diner that switches between night and day. It's such a fascinating place. I love it. But you have the eyes. Certainly speaking, people seem to still be out business and doing their entire things. But there's always, you feel like as much as when you first entered, they all stared you down. There's it's kind of, you feel like at this point in time, anybody that's busy is basically kind of giving you the side eye, while anybody that's a little less busy might be kind of giving you a little bit more vision still, kind of keeping an eye on you. Sure, it's got a jukebox playing something from the early 2010s, so classic rock.
Just the diner from fucking Star Wars.
Mos Eisley Cantina.
Another 4 years, 2010 will be classic rock.
Yeah.
Or
Well, look,
oldies,
you
at
know,
least.
it's this is like, something, you're listening to that, like, you have to just assume like they've got like a record that's like just survives there, and it's probably like a jukebox that's like 50 years old, and it's like playing
Mhm.
like, it's got like actual CDs in it or something like that, where you haven't like seen CDs in like decades at this point in time, or like maybe if one of you saw one, it was like in some kind of like, tacky like antique shop or something like
Yeah.
that, or like places where you
I'll
kinda like,
I'll just take the time to remind everyone that the Xbox 360, that's retro now.
Yeah.
Venture agrees.
This probably exists in Shadowrun because
Yes.
the world didn't break until well after they were made.
Yeah.
hmm but now you have like some kind of like VR thing you hook your brain
No,
into or
it's
something like
still
that.
just like a Xbox.
It probably
It's got a stupid name now.
It probably is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure probably some version of Microsoft still exists. It's probably like merged with some other company right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Microslop.
Probably one of the AAA megacorps has it as a subsidiary somewhere and renamed it something like that, But like,
Micro Sony.
it could be like something like that.
I honestly, I don't think Microsoft actually is like ever mentioned in Shadowrun, which is funny. Because Sony is.
Oh yeah, true. With because they produce the fucking some of the what's it called?
Yeah, they make some of the I forget what the good, not a
Metal
computer
Links.
but a computer.
Yeah, because things like BMW, Apple, and General Motors are both part of Ares. Disney's part of Horizon now. So
I'm sorry, Horizon would be part of Disney. Come on.
yeah,
Yeah.
Disney suffered in like the things that happened. They had to like go through a lot, and so
Too many live action remakes.
yeah, too many live action
So
remakes.
they got.
They got. Probably like they got suffered, and Horizon just took an opportunity to
Just
like
be that
move
way.
on.
I think the next one's Moana.
Yeah, with the Rock. Yeah, that shit's gonna.
I
suck.
do like how like at one point last year they're like, okay, nobody's liking these live action remakes, we're gonna stop making them. Then they just announced like 4 more.
So, man,
It's like I'd rather watch the cartoon. Sorry.
No.
yeah.
Cartoons aren't as profitable.
Just
as live
re-release
action.
the cartoon.
Okay,
Cartoons have a
so
much smaller profit margin.
we do know what happened to Microsoft. It went bankrupt at the crash of 2029.
That makes
Oh.
sense.
Okay, so we're actually kind of getting close. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, look, that's when the internet goes tits up, and we have to build the Matrix. So
Well, we're not too far off from having to do that in real life.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting
I
to
mean,
get a backup of
AI's
Wikipedia, so
AI's taking over it.
The internet is basically useless. We might as well just make a second one.
sure.
I like these suggestions. Are like Nintendo's likely owned by Renraku. That makes sense. McDonald's is probably bought out and rebranded by As Technology. I'm not going to lie, also makes sense. Certain ones we know, like BMW, became part of Seder Krupp and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like certain companies we
And
know.
Sony
of,
just
others
still
don't.
exists.
Yes, I think it does.
Yeah.
It might be technically a
does.
subsidiary of someone. No, it's its own. Or
No, it just exists
It's
on
a
its own.
it's a double A corp. I
Ah.
believe.
Ah.
Yep.
Are we just talking about this for like 4 hours over the course of traffic? Hey, what's going on with Sony
I don't
right
know.
now?
Is there like any? I don't think I speak a single word unless someone talks to me.
Nah, that's fair.
I'll mention that we could try to see if we can get in touch with the guy in Ares.
Okay. Yeah. You can certainly figure out.
Luckily, we will be with that, but
Yeah.
also, I'm sure we also let Frosty know that we're going there
Oh yeah, that too.
in case she needed to. She has any.
She
contacts
is
to
with
talk
you because
to?
she met up with you. She had no luck with
Okay.
her contacts.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Um.
I'm just gonna hang out with Frosty.
Hey.
Sure.
So, I forgot something and had to look it up, and it was wonderful. Radio Shack still exists.
Nice.
Really?
That
Because one of
really
the
that
decks
dates-
one of the decks is a Radio Shack deck.
No, that
The Radio
can't
Shack
be.
PCD 500.
that
Someone probably
date-
bought the name and just.
No, no.
Okay, I
The
was gonna
joke
say,
was
with the
the joke
timeline
was
split-
with the timeline split, they survived a little longer, and with the crash, because of their cheaper electronic parts, they were able to survive that basically and come out of the crash
Oh.
bigger.
Okay, you know what? Maybe the Shadowrun universe isn't so bad.
Yeah.
If they get Radio
Sorry.
Shack.
Radio Shack survived. That's
Yes.
Yeah, Radio Shack survived.
I
So
just-
they got the good ending.
It was one of
basically.
those things. I was like looking things up, and they're like, "Yeah, Radio Shack survives. We know
you
that
know, I
because one of the
also-
decks is named a Radio
I
Shack."
want to also bring this up. Radio Shack also still exists in
Yeah.
our current timeline.
Radio Shack exists in our goddamn hopes and dreams. That
It
shit's
exists. It is a
dead.
constant. It exists in every timeline.
it's a linchpin, like fucking
It's,
Superman.
I
yeah.
worked for them. Not surprised when I wasn't surprised when they went under.
It's just, I'm not gonna lie. It was something I cram across as we were discussing that, and I just love that. Good for you, Radio Shack, for somehow surviving.
Very cool, Radio Shack.
God. Anyway, so yeah, you will certainly be able to make your way into Lagos Island across the bridge. As I said, you know what? Someone roll me. Let's just say here. I'll roll something here. You know, I'll roll this here. Slash.
Have Joe roll it so he does something.
Oh, yeah, Joe, why don't you roll? Roll me let's see here. What would be a good number here? Roll me a D4. Let's just roll D4 and I'll add a number to it. We'll see how long this takes. See how bad traffic is.
Well,
A 3. So congratulations, you are in traffic for 6 hours.
Lord have mercy.
Right, yeah, 6 hours, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Dog.
I think we get a decent rest and can take a nap.
Can I just get out of the car and just run across the fucking bridge? I'm not sitting in a car for 6 hours.
Hey, I have a lot of room in this van.
Counterpoint. I'll kill myself.
Take a nap. The chairs are comfy, man.
This is no idle threat. Yeah, fine. Listen, I've driven like 10 hours straight before.
I mean,
This shit sucks.
It's like being like my van is like being in like.
Have
Yeah,
you
it has a
invested in
lot of-
comfort of your van?
I thought it was all just kitted out with like guns.
Yeah, are we sitting on drones?
No, it's nice seats.
We're sitting on DGIs.
No, the drones actually have their own compartments.
Oh,
that's
lucky
sick.
them.
But no, you're sitting on nice seats. Now the seats can fold down and become a complete workbench for me. But
Oh, fair enough.
We got the fold out.
yeah, no, I mean because I have it at that my van can also be a complete workshop for my drones and everything.
That's sick.
That way, if I'm in an area that I need to repair my drones and don't have my shop, can't get back to my shop.
Yeah.
Yep.
I try and start up a
Rifle.
game of guess who I'm impersonating, and I'd use my voice changing abilities to do like actors and stuff, try and get you guys to guess it.
I put Ari through the window. No, I'm kidding.
I start a game of I Spy.
It's just 6 hours of a Ryan Reynolds impression.
Occasionally someone will come by with like drinks or snacks or food like that. There'll become someone be like, do you need anything to eat along your trip here?
It's like no one's in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
But There'll be like a knocking though,
Yeah.
Hello.
I know, I just thought it's funny. It's like, wait, what?
It's probably not completely
I opened
unheard
the
of.
Side door.
Yeah, you got Meliola.
Yeah.
I don't know what local Lagosian specialties would be.
Probably street foods.
I mean,
Probably.
Hey, they have a lizard.
Fuck yeah. I should have asked the goddamn area boys where I could get a lizard. Fuck, I forgot.
Too
Ah,
late
I meant to
now.
do that too.
You
To be fair,
probably
Nigerian
can't take
food is
them out of the
also really
country
good.
easy.
So
Yeah, I counterpoint. We're criminals, and I guarantee Innocent would help me smuggle one.
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
I don't
He's
need-
not going to smuggle it
do
out
you
though.
do you trust
doesn't have
that
that kind of
plane? Do you
operation.
trust him to fly you across an ocean with a lizard?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Not really.
that plane is definitely not, flying over an ocean.
It's fair.
Let's see here. You can get such great things as egbo, which is a Yoruban corn-based specialty that is eaten with pepper sauce or paired with beans.
Damn. Yeah.
It actually doesn't sell bad.
Yeah, Nux would actually probably get some if he's sitting in the car for
Yeah.
6 fucking hours. He loves beans. They're like his favorite food.
There's a lot of bean dishes and rice dishes apparently too.
Just
I mean, that's
just
all you need
feel-
is beans and rice.
True.
be
Probably like,
aware,
ooh,
I do not have a bathroom in the van.
That
Ooh.
sounds like a whole lot of your problem real soon. I'm kidding.
an
I'm
akara,
joking.
a bean cape that is a fritter made of beans that come from the Yoruban people of the Southwest here. Mhm. Or a kuru, a savory bean dish from them also. Let's see here. There's some boiled beans, bean and corn pudding,
What a beans.
Ooh, I'll
porridge.
get some corn pudding.
It's a real shame you're in the pod, so you
Yeah.
can't eat.
No, I'm not.
Uh,
It's driving itself right now.
Bonga rice, which is a Nigerian rice made with palm nut and rice. Yep. I love these dishes.
I'm gonna get some corn pudding.
Yeah. I'm assuming there'd probably be some like meat dishes, some things like that that could be easily handed off. Probably none of the soups and stuff like that. But from Casa, which are millet pancakes, are probably you can probably pick up or something too. They probably have like some orders of some things too. I would assume probably a lot of more like dinner or like overnight stuff, like that. Probably a good thing to
They
pick up
have
a couple
a-
things like puff
Can
puff
you get a family
and
meal?
plantain chips. I like puff puff,
Yeah,
which are
there's-
sweet fried dough balls. Or
Yep,
chin
there's
chin,
also a
which are
kara,
fried
which
cookie
is
strips.
there's also a kara, which are bean cakes.
Oh yeah. Those are all
They
snacks.
have a McDonald's BTS meal. Get the 10-piece Jun cooked chicky nuggy.
There's moin moin, steamed bean pudding.
So anyway,
I feel like
We're
since
not-
we're stuck here
yeah,
for 6
anyway.
hours, I feel like I do smoke several cigarettes in your.
That's
in your
right.
over-
I have a stogie, so
Is everyone in this fucking party a smoker?
No.
That's fair. You have bird lungs.
Here I'll offer you one. You want to start?
Hey, blood, you want to get addicted? You look real cool while doing it.
want a cigar?
Nah.
it'll be a definitely a event because you're probably going overnight. So it's like going to probably be like with you showing up there. It might even be getting close to like morning when you're finally arriving across the bridge and kind of getting out of the traffic and into the island, where there will be a check-in station where someone will charge you 20 naira per person to get in.
Yeah.
So it'll be 100 naira. Frosty will handle
I'll mark
that,
that off.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
She hasn't had a
Okay.
chance to pay for some stuff and has some things that are still in arrangement for paying back. So she wants to make sure to keep up with her payments for you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. But yes. You can find out, because I'm guessing along the way you're going to look into it. And certainly speaking, you can arrange for a meeting on the island. We'll say that your meeting at the Ares office will be in, we'll say 10 a.m.
Okay,
So,
not too
You
bad.
still have a number of hours to kill, even if you go to the hotel and drop things off. Once you're in the city proper, it is a lot easier. Everything seems very different, of course, on Lagos Island. This is, of course, an area that is deep in corporate interests and stuff like that, and it is away from the mainland. So, if there would be an area that would be referred to as high class in the city, this would be it, certainly speaking. Like when I talked about the, diner that you just visited, the blah, 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 Three Friends, that I said was kind of the middle class for the entire area here, which was a pretty nice diner, but felt like, a kind of rundown, well-worn diner that you'd find in like, random American town nowadays, kind of thing like that. So it's pretty nice, but like not super great. The vast difference between that and here is night and day. Certainly speaking, this place screams corporate.
The diner probably has better food though.
Probably. I mean, again, it's like high class places might not have high class food. And
here's the thing, I've worked in finer corporate establishments. It's all trash.
So it will take you, of course, a little bit to travel, but it won't be too long before you will, of course, arrive at the location that you were given. Where is the name of that place? I had it there in front of me. Federal Palace Hotel. I said it earlier,
Sick.
and it was just leaving my brain, as most names have stuck up. Certainly speaking, you can head to the clerk at the front of the Federal Palace Hotel. And he's like, "Can I help you, sir?" Who's going in to deliver this?
I guess Naomi and I.
I was gonna say I wouldn't mind walking in if you wanted me to do it.
Okay.
Sure you don't want to stay in the van for another hour?
I'd rather die. I might actually start hurting
I'll
people.
actually come too because I could use a stretch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I hate
Alright.
vehicles.
Right. Certainly speaking, this is a high class establishment. This is the kind of place that certainly corporate officials from outside the area will probably be visiting in, especially if there aren't any specific places for the company that they have open ended. You can just. This is like 5-star hotel kind of things like this. It smells of rich and opulent, and the place is immaculate with kind of marble columns in the place and a massive fountain in the middle of it. It is rich and extravagant, and though maybe you were at least okay looking, you still stand out like a sore thumb. And in this early morning kind of times, the man will kind of give you a look over and kind of like, what is it, the business do you have here? I'm sure you don't have a reservation unless you do. Kind of giving a sneer at that kind of thought of it.
I got a delivery for icy wiener. No, I'm kidding.
I say we have a delivery for insert guy's name.
You were not given a name. You were just told it was delivery from Mr. Kojoli.
Yeah, then I will say that.
Excellent. So you are the people sent by Mr. Kojoli. I will inform our guest of that appropriately. Thank you very much. I will make sure your package being received has been informed of him. Thank you very much. You may, of course, leave now.
Yeah,
Ari, can you give me a perception check, Ari?
I was also going to ask, did we get any kind of instruction to get like confirmation of delivery?
Is this vision or
this
hearing?
Vision based
or some? Okay. Look, my eyes are 3 points higher than everything else.
Okay, so a familiar looking figure is walking in the front door.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Familiar to me?
Familiar to you.
Ryan Reynolds.
Accompanied by a small retinue of what looks to be security for her.
Oh.
Oh, it's her. Okay. Thought so, but I wasn't certain until.
She seems not to have taken notice of you at very least at this time. You are kind of in amongst a group of people and kind of out of the way. But certainly speaking, it is perhaps surprising that she is here. Or not.
Well, I basically sent a beacon to my location. I don't know why she bothered to come here, but...
The questions kind of extend outward.
I do my best to stay out of the way.
I guess make a probably be stealth, or I don't know what it'd be like. Stealth would be kind of hiding, but hiding in a crowd would be maybe.
I mean, it could be. You can do a different attribute, so it could be like stealth, stealth charisma, or stealth intellect.
I would say like if you want to do like a stealth charisma, where you're just kind of like stay out, like hide in the crowd. That would probably be a good way of doing that. Because there's not like an easy way to like just hide behind anything, but certainly speaking, you can kind of like the hide in plain sight. All right. So as you're kind of like taking a time and the others are leaving, you'll kind of like hide in with the crowd as she seemingly will pass by and head for the thing where you'll be able to overhear that she'll be asking for a room, that she'll be staying for a little while. As you leave the door, and that happened. But we'll worry maybe about that later, or unless you say something or don't. Anyway.
I'll bring it up when I know we're alone.
So, anyway, you'll be able to make it back to the van where you have, we'll say this was at like, you finally arrived at like 7, so you got like 3 hours. You'll probably want to give yourself a little time to arrive there, but you got a couple hours to kill in town here. What do you want to do? You're in an area that is certainly high class. Granted, you could probably spend New Year here instead of Narita, judging it as heavily corporate connected. But again, it's not completely without locals, and probably most establishments here at least would take both. Probably there's plenty of locals that are doing various jobs for the corporate interests that they work for, along with various people that just live in this area of the city or areas that have come in from outside the city with their various corporate interests. A mixture of all three here, too. You're going to have to assume places like if you're over by As Technology, yes, they're going to hire a bunch of locals, but they're also going to put some people from the head office down in there to do stuff because, most corporations aren't going to get away with not doing that. And they want to make sure you're just as Aztec as they are. I mean...
Probably someone who's screwed up and got a shit position. It's like, we're sending you over to Lagos for...
Also, you guys would probably pick up that Ari seems to be incredibly jumpy.
Yeah, once we get in the van, I'm just gonna, like, pull you aside and you okay?
Oh... We can talk about it when we get back to the hotel.
Okay.
Was it a 6-hour ride back?
Well, we still have the meeting in a few hours. Is there anything anyone wants to do before the meeting?
Yeah, who are we meeting with again?
Jason Shimmer. He might have information on our elf dude.
How did we get that name?
I got it from one of my contacts.
Yes.
So we got a couple hours.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Do you wanna play punchies?
No.
Fuck. Man.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know. I'm bored.
You want to play tail slap?
No, it's not fair.
Exactly. Do I look like someone who can take a punch?
No.
With my strength of 2 and body of 3?
Yeah, the
Oh
area
my
you're in
God,
right
dude,
now...
a stiff breeze would shatter you to pieces.
Yeah, like the area you're in right now of the three of the entire island is probably the island proper where a lot of the corporate buildings is. So you've got massive high rises, and the place is relatively well kept, but there is also this entire thing of it's still Lagos, so things are a little like smoky and yucky, and like you probably see that. Like, I'm not going to lie, you're not using the beaches in this area. They work to try to keep them clean. We'll say that.
Can't imagine that they're too successful though.
The entire, no one really cares about pollution kind of thing doesn't help a lot. So tourists don't use that. And you're probably not going to want to go to Victorian Island because that's where all the rich people live. And it tends to be a little heavily patrolled by people.
Frosty, do you have any suggestions?
The Okoyos Island might be a little bit better. If we want to kill some time and find some place, we could try to find some place that serves the local suits here, if we want to. Maybe a cafe or something. Or we could go to Ikoyi. Koyi is a little less dangerous. There's still patrols around, but like I would recommend that area would probably be comparable to some of the nicer areas in Seattle. That might be a little easier to find a couple of small markets or probably a bar or cafe or something. They're a little bit more corp family oriented rather than corp manager oriented like it would be in Victoria. But around here, well, I don't know how much we want to would directly hobnob with the suits at our side. We do stand out a little bit. We'll probably stand out a little bit anywhere, but at least Okoye, we might stand out a little less. Maybe.
To be fair,
probably
my
flip
character
the-
does look quite corporate, but otherwise,
Yeah, you're probably the
Yeah.
most corporate out of all of them.
I sometimes wear a suit.
Sometimes.
Probably would have put it on for this place.
So probably
I
the
mean,
two.
I put my nice clothes on.
Yeah, so probably you're all reasonably dressed. I assume that like we can get Knox in
does
the
Knox own a
outfit we
suit?
bought for him. We
Yeah, I
bought
was
him a
gonna say,
suit,
I did have
remember?
those.
Yeah.
right? We
So
did.
Those
granted, like-
nice clothing.
yeah, all of you are generally in nice clothing, so you probably pass as like a general group. But you still stand out in many ways. You aren't corporate, and you are a very
No.
Yeah.
We're not
I'm
part
not
of the
wearing an
corporate
Armani
culture.
suit.
You don't. You,
But we go to a nice bar or a restaurant.
It doesn't sound bad.
Sure.
you can go get breakfast at a nice little bar and restaurant in Koi's area of the island. I'd say it'll take you like half an hour to find a place, so you'll have like an hour to enjoy a meal, at least, maybe hour and a half, and then you can head out back towards the city, or you can head to Ares to meet with it there. It's a fine place that has a good selection of, plenty of local stuff, local cuisine, but it's also got a lot of things that feel like they are a combo of things you'd find from probably a lot of the corporate people would like, with Horizon, Ares, and As Technology being the three big ones. I think Horizon and Ares have a little bit of Americana, and Aztec technology has definitely that Mexican Hispanic kind of vibe to it. South American. So there's that a little bit of all those kind of cuisines combined here too. So you can find a couple of things. So you can probably find like a simple set of like pancakes or something here next to. I am not good with breakfast stuff from like Mexico.
Fair.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never been to a Mexican place for breakfast, so I always go for like dinner or lunch.
I don't really know a Mexican place that's open for breakfast.
I love me some huevos rancheros. Can't beat them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Honestly, a lot of eggs. I know that much.
Well, there's probably a lot of different egg dishes on there too. But it's like a combination of some of that stuff that probably talks to, out of town corporate people that have moved in, kind of thing like that too, combined with locals and stuff too. That have and probably from a couple other areas outside of this, down the coastline too of Africa too.
I mean, I live in California, so I'm semi-familiar with
Mixed cuisine
breakfast, but-
places, yeah. Certainly speaking, it seems to be catered to make sure there's not like a lot of anything, but a little bit of stuff that you could find something that would, generally speaking, pique your interest for the various corporate interests and the major groups that are here. And a lot of it's just very simple and family friendly. Feels like this area of the island is fairly nice. Like if you could talk about that suburb picket fence kind of suburb a little bit, it has a degree of that. Certainly speaking, the area still is. It's Shadowrun. It's kind of a little stuffed in there. The buildings aren't really that big as we'd think of in the suburbia we know now. There's just a couple things like that make it just a little kind of awful, like a little bit corporate, but reminds you of those nice areas of Seattle. As they were said. But you can kind of enjoy a breakfast. So I'm gonna say here, we've got 15 minutes left. I don't know if the scene will take 15 minutes or more. Do we want to run the scene with Jason, or do we want to wait till next week to start with that? I'll leave it to you guys. I'm just saying, like, it could go longer than 15 minutes depending on the questions you ask and why you dive into it, because it is an event that you have. So
I'm fine either way, but
I've got
leaning
no
a
real
bit towards-
questions for this guy.
I'm leaning
Personally?
a bit towards waiting till next time. I don't know.
Yeah,
fine.
same, because I do have work in the morning.
it's so fun. That's why I was asking, because, like, as I said, we
Yeah,
might be able to get it done in 15 minutes, but, like, I
Mhm.
can kind of get a feeling that, like, depending on how things go, because you are heading into a major corporate facility, we're going to have to kind of have a scene here too, you know.
Yeah.
It isn't just one and done.
Yeah. I think waiting till next time could be a good idea. I feel like it could be a good open.
I think so too. It's been a fun one. But yeah, you've completed your mission, so now you'll be able to get some information from good old Mr. Kojili, aka Hippo, who will be able to basically point you in a direction. So you've, I'm not gonna lie, he has the name you need, and with that name, you'll be able to start finding some stuff out. So you've managed to pick up the breadcrumbs and ask all the right people, and now maybe you're going to find some information about Samriel that, honestly speaking, might help you, because Samriel does feel like he came here for the exact same thing you're interested in right now, judging that his
Yeah.
elven entourage were hanging out by that map and looking at it pretty carefully.
Yeah.
You know, so if anybody's not also your target, but also now you're going to be your rival for purchasing it, it's him. So it might not be bad to get this information.
yeah. Plus, if we can get the other object,
Yeah.
extra money.
I think it's a good backup plan. We could just like find Samriel again, jump him, and like break his hands or something.
I think he might kill you.
You think so? Nah. Well, I don't know. I feel like I could solve. No, I'm kidding.
I do actually think do I have stats for this man?
Probably fucking one shot me.
I
Probably.
do have stats for this man. Man. He is probably not impossible to defeat. We'll put it that way. But
For one person? No, I don't
He
know.
probably has an entourage too, dude.
Yeah,
yeah.
wouldn't be like a one-on-one. Probably getting jumped.
He went a really interesting direction, and one that I wouldn't have built a character to do, but he does it because he's an NPC and he can do it. I'm just going to tell you,
Sounds about right.
just because this is the kind of stuff that when you see him, you can do it. He's a cyber adept. He
Huh.
basically maxed out his magic, and then
Oh, so
basically
he's a nerd, so he can be
took-
punched.
all really high grade, a bunch of really good high grade cyberware for half his essence. So, yeah, he's got a penalty to his magic. Doesn't matter as much, you know. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's
like,
fair.
seriously, I would have gotten some cyberware had I not had to get the most expensive kind to not, die if I drank one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's very hard to do that kind of thing.
but I mean,
It's a
cyberware-
build you can do, a cyber adept, but it's very hard to do. Adept's the one, I think, magic user that I would say like could work well with cyberware
No,
and stuff too.
so that's the thing. As long as you don't have a power that requires you to roll, you're fine.
Yeah.
'Cause there
Yeah.
are plenty of powers that give you just automatic bonuses.
So
Yeah.
he's I gotta be honest, I have his stats, but his stats is like I have major NPC stats rather than anything.
That's fair.
I think the only major NPC I don't have stats for are Frosty, because it's sort of like she's a MacGuffin. It's just
Yeah,
like-
and I don't think there'd ever be a reason to need stats for Frosty.
yeah. It's if you need stats for her, it's a problem.
Shit's gone gone
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Terribly wrong.
Yeah. And I again, I do like how
I mean, she's hiring us to do stuff.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I really do love I have stats for the Hippo. I don't think he's got any weapon skills. I don't think he needs to have weapon skills, but like,
He
No.
sits on
uh-huh.
I mean, he's got like manpower, I bet.
Yeah, he's got
'Cause he's, like-
contacts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really all you need.
He also might have a lot of strength and just beats you for this.
He picks you up and just puts you through the table.
Surprisingly, he only has a strength of 4, but that's still pretty good for a man of his size. That's why he
That's still-
keeps something around.
Yeah,
I mean, the
it's still gotta
body.
be better than like most of the party.
See, I was thinking he might have been like a Kingpin.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
4 is still pretty damn good, and a body of 8 though too. He's like, as much as he
Yeah,
is horrifically
actually
overweight, he is a tank, like physically, like because that's also like
Yeah.
ability to withstand stuff. So it's like,
yeah, it would take ages to put him down.
he's actually pretty tough for a man. So he is a little kingpin-y. So I like that guy too. Yeah, we'll end here. That was a little fun. We'll take up next time where we'll figure out what's going on with good old Jason, and then you'll be able to get some information and start the next course of the investigation into where your target is. Though it won't help now, I can technically give you the name of the guy you're going for. You'll learn more next time, but I'll just be able to say it right now. You're searching for a man that has the wonderful name of Silence.
Nice.
Nice.
That is his nickname. Like, everybody has a nickname.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, but still.
It does fit with a guy who breaks into things, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, we could just.
Well,
Well,
Earl,
it would be funnier if his name was Noisy, because we've kind of mentioned so far.
Everyone has a
'Cause,
fucking.
yeah, we got Peaceful, who's definitely not peaceful.
Yeah.
Innocent. Who's
Innocent,
definitely
who's
not
definitely
innocent.
Is a
not
smuggler.
innocent.
Yeah, is a smuggler.
So actually, it would be more adept for him to actually be like Noisy.
For once, his name actually fits.
No.
It's like we finally reached the people that have appropriate nicknames with Hippo and Silence. But there will be more information, just the name that you'll get from Hippo. We'll have to worry about that next time. But I just like his name, and I can easily say then, yes, you'll be learning more about this individual next time, and perhaps where to find him, and getting you on the path for it. After you meet Jason, of course. So, anyway. I guess I'll turn it over to Wyrm. You normally have anything to shout out, unless anybody else says?
Nah.
nope.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm Diamond Worm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWorm or at DiamondWorm on Twitter, Blue Sky, and YouTube. And my next stream will be Friday. I'll have to decide what to do. I assume it's going to be something.
Ooh.
Actually, I'll probably also do a bonus stream tomorrow. I'm thinking, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because I have that day off. I have tomorrow off.
I'm not gonna lie. I am okay where if we go into other parts of our retinue, or just because we did something, we did it new. I'm also okay with honestly doing Void Train because we did 2 weeks in a row of a game at most. We've only done one, so
Yeah.
either or. I'm okay with if we wanted to switch over to one of our other kind of games and stuff there too. We'll have to talk about it. But
Yeah,
yes.
we will.
Hi, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm at least going to record some tabletop related stuff. So if you want to see that, join me for there. That'll be fun. I might do a couple other things along with that. I got a couple more things on my agenda I've been wanting to work on, which will be really fun. And I'll probably do a bunch of that on stream. It's the thing of I'm probably going to start actually working on some of those side things I keep talking about. I said that earlier today is, hey, I have all these great ideas. Maybe I should work on them. Some of these I could work on stream, which is maybe a good excuse to work on them. I'm just saying, in between gaming and stuff, I could probably just work on some of these things on stream too, because it's more motivating than when I'm on my own, and can get a little
That's
bit more
fair.
distracted by things. And life. If I'm streaming,
Yeah.
I can have the excuse if anybody asks me of, hey, I'm streaming. I can't be interrupted.
True.
Maybe ask someone else. Anyway, but yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll let people know what time in the morning. I have to figure that out because of life stuff. But yes, make sure to join us next week, of course, as we continue the adventures and check out Discuss Tabletop Saturday. And all the episodes are up over on my YouTube channel. So if you're seeing this here, cool. Watch the rest of them. If you're over on Twitch, come join us over there. And that's the thing I think I can shout out. So everybody, bye till next time. Farewell.